we wanted to make a big yurt, a yurt that had quite a lot of height and space, and that its main purpose would be for any kind of physical pursuit, so whether that be dancing or exercising or maybe even performances.
And the idea is this is a place for people to, like a tea house, to talk and to hang out and to have books and to have workshops and discussions and classes and all that kind of stuff. So you want somewhere that's cool, that's got water, so that's where, you know, fresh water, rainwater presumably.
So first exercise was really just trying to understand the structure of the yurt, so I really just understood the scale of it, thinking about the tension band. Then you could start to think about it, like what Pia was talking about, and I think her scheme is going to be similar as well, that idea of the equilateral triangle.
Yeah, it's composed of equilateral triangles that are held together. They're bamboo and it's flexible, but it's also quite durable and you know, you can kind of, again, the idea of it being modular is something that I would really like to explore.
It's kind of a dress yurt. It's a very womb-like yurt. Like,
yeah, it's cozy.
It's like it's got a pouch. It's pouchy. It's domestic in its laundry.
The version of
kind of
the original idea to have a sort of the critical yurt tank, and there's been a few people talking about ways of researching or understanding what the process of the yurt project is. So I would be quite interested in setting up some kind of space that has that capacity to review and reflect on what's happening around it.
And that is going to mean that we can go from where I'm standing here, this would be one wall, and the other wall would be the far end of this shed. So that's 10 metres across, right?
So two 4.1s going up.
Two 4.1s,
Yeah,
and then
right.
I think a 2.1 diameter ton. Yeah. What is it again? Ton.
But everything else is quite communal. So these are like little sleeping yurts. And then this might be like the dance yurt. This could be another dance yurt. That could be a dance yurt.
So maybe it's about separating out all the functions of yurt and actually putting them separately throughout the landscape. So it might be like the little cooking bit or the kind of sleeping area and things like that. Because I've been thinking a lot about how do you take stuff like what the little house is to urban density, and maybe it's actually more about sharing infrastructure, kind of like what you were saying. So you have these shared bits of infrastructure and then like the individual sleeping bits. So it was kind of that response to landscape.